Hey there, I'm Summer, and I want to show you how we're going to turn these 4 paint colors, these wood beads, copper wiring, into a really cool piece of corn decor for fall, like Indian corn colors. So let me go ahead and make mention that I'm using the colors Folk Art, Turner's Yellow, Folk Art Cloudy Day, Folk Art Burnt Umber, and then Deco Art Country Red. It's just some colors I had. I'm playing with the recipes, creating kind of like a muted yellow, like a deeper yellow. And then I did like a little bit of red and a little bit of the Cloudy Day color to kind of create this purple, you know, in some Indian corns, a little smidge of brown there and that. I just needed to deepen it a little bit. I love that color. So, and the way that I found to paint the beads, you may have your own thing. I don't work with them a whole lot, so I was super excited to show you this today since so many people love their wood beads. Is I just put the beads that I needed to paint on a skewer of that color and put painter's tape on the end of the skewer, and it kept it from coming out and let them dry, so it was really great. This last little color you're going to see me actually paint on is the burnt umber. I'm going to keep the pigments really strong on one half of the strand here, and then I'm going to water my paint down just a little bit more to create more like a stain. That's going to lessen the pigment, and then I'm also going to blot it with a paper towel, so it's just like a different brown color. That's just a little paint technique for you. So I like the 2 different shades here because it's going to look so pretty when we start making the corn. Lastly, this one is just a little bit of the country red and the Cloudy Day that made that pretty red color, purpley red color. So now, whatever kind of wiring, for the life of me, I cannot remember where I got this copper wiring. I'm going to be so sad when I run out of it because I really need to go get some more. I use it on a lot of things. It's pliable, kind of like pipe cleaners. So it's really easy to work with, but it also keeps its shape in a sense, you know. So I measured out 20-inch pieces of wire. I made 4 of those. I bent them like this, and I'm just twisting right in the center there to keep them all together. And then I'm just going to pull it all out. I decided that you might not could see this very well, so I'm putting a white background back here for you so you can see how I'm going to string all this on. One important part when you get all this laid out like that is to bend the tips of each piece of wire, because we're about to start stringing on some beads. You know, once all those beads are dry, this is my pretty color palette here. I'm loving it. The fun thing about this is there's no rhyme or reason of how you're putting this particular design on, because Indian corn is so sporadic with the colors. So I'm just having fun loading all these up. I'm going to fast forward through a lot of this, but I want to make mention that you definitely could just leave all the beads natural. This is a variation of an older blog post that I have over at hammondsnest.com, where I did wood bead corn. And I also did like a lighter color palette with the Indian corn, but this one is much more bold, and I absolutely love it. Once you get all those beads on there, you're going to gather that up, use one of the excess wires at the top just to wrap around. And so you're going to have this. You can go ahead and bend down. This is going to become the bottom of your corn if you choose to embellish it this way that I'm showing you right now. I'm going to show you another variation as soon as I'm done with this way. So I just took a little piece of corn husk, a tiny one, covered up the wire, grabbed 2 bigger pieces of corn husk, and then I'm just tying it on with some sisal rope. And that's it. This is cute. But another variation that you might like, because the corn all looks different when we use it in decorating, is just to take some smaller strips of the corn husk or raffia, and you can put it at the top where their wire was sticking up instead, and use some other wire or jute or something to tie on the top. So that's pretty cute too. And another tip, if you choose to work with the corn husk, is to take some water and mist that corn husk to make it more pliable. I think for this particular project, it gives you a lot more visual interest on that embellishment. I love it. I hope you do too. I can't wait to see all your versions of this one. There's so much you can do. Just a reminder to head over to hammondsnest.com, where you'll find the other blog posts that I talked about earlier. Thank you so much for watching. You have a really great day. Bye-bye.